James Carter TV here to recap the Tennessee Titans loss to the Cleveland Browns in Week 2 of the 2015 NFL season, and later on in the video I will give you my thoughts on each and every early game so far during this Sunday. And what a Week 2 it's been, man. I mean, for me, because my team, the Tennessee Titans, and this will be a biased review and recap of this game, that just so you're prepared for that. It's so funny, the NFL, this is why I love the NFL. After having such a great week that I had last week, such a successful week for my team, everything can come crashing down just like that. And it's so beautiful. I mean, I'm not even that mad because it's so poetic. It's the long struggle to get to the promised land for this team. Look. See, we got ourselves a little too happy, a little too excited after the first game. The offensive line is still a tremendous, unbelievably horrific issue for this team. They're horrible. 7 sacks for Marcus Mariota today is egregious. But before I completely excuse Marcus Mariota today, he played bad today. Okay, 3 fumbles. Should have been 4. 1 was called back. 2 of them lost. 1 interception that was called back for a penalty. Another pass that should have been intercepted. Maybe 2 you can make an argument for. Inaccurate passes. Passes behind receivers. Overthrowing receivers. This was the worst I've seen Marcus Mariota play since facing Arizona in October of 2014. This was bad. Now, he still showed some good things. He came back in the second half. He threw the ball well in the second half. He was about like 7 for 10 or 8 of 10 in the second half. 2 touchdowns, over 100 and something yards. Okay, good. This was the rookie welcome to the NFL game for Marcus Mariota, and that's fine. I still think he's going to be a really good quarterback, but it helped us temper our expectations shortly. And at least as far as the stat sheet is concerned, not an interception has been thrown by Marcus Mariota. So as of this moment, he has 6 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. So at least we can hold on to that. The defense is good. Actually, it's good. Look, the problem is 2 plays on defense were a 50-yard bomb and then a 60-yard bomb by Johnny Manziel to Travis Benjamin. Both of those cases were the fault of 3 players, okay? On the first case, it was the fault of Cody Sensabaugh for just being beaten by Travis Benjamin on the deep route. And then the second one was by Michael Griffin biting on the play fake. So 2 players just completely messing up. That's going to cause a touchdown. So 2 players out of the secondary were the fault on that first touchdown. On the last touchdown the Browns scored, that was the completely and only fault of Bleedy Ray Wilson. And I'll kind of blame Dick LeBeau as well, because I think you have to have a safety back there just in case. So issues there. But besides that, I thought the front 7 played well, although I would like to see them get a little better pressure on Johnny Manziel. They didn't get enough constant pressure, and it's because they have a great offensive line. The Browns have a great offensive line that showed today. So, of course, it's going to be hard to get pressure, but you need to get more pressure than this. But I think the defense is fine. I just think the offense was just bad. I mean, you can't score 14 points in the NFL. You can't score 14 points in the NFL and expect to win. It's not going to happen. Welcome to the NFL, and there needs to be playmakers on this team. Dorial Green-Beckham had a touchdown today, but that was the only thing I saw from him. Kendall Wright was invisible today. Harry Douglas was bad today. Justin Hunter only showed up very late today. Where are the playmakers? Now, this will be helped by the return of Delaney Walker, hopefully next game. But where are the playmakers, man? And I don't want to draft another wide receiver in the first 2 rounds of this upcoming draft. We've done that for the past 3 drafts. I don't want to do that again. But it looks like we're going to have to do that because yet again, poor wide receiving play. We still don't have a playmaker. We drafted Kendall Wright in 2012. We drafted Justin Hunter in 2013. We drafted Dorial Green-Beckham in 2015. So the past 3 out of 4 years, we've been drafting wide receivers, and it's not working. I mean, you need a guy. This guy, Mariota, needs a guy that he can trust and just throw the ball up to and know that he's going to get it. He doesn't have that. Yeah, so next week comes the Indianapolis Colts. Good luck. I need to evaluate how the Colts play on Monday before I make any set prediction on that. I don't see how we're going to win that game unless if Jason McCourty's playing. If Jason McCourty's playing, we could win that game. We could upset the Indianapolis Colts. But, man, and the good thing is the Colts don't have as good of a front seven as the Browns have. So Mariota will have better protection next week. But Jason McCourty, he needs to play. We need him back. Oh, my God. All right, so now let's talk about Johnny Manziel. Real quick on Johnny Manziel. I don't care. Okay, look, the guy completed 8 passes, 2 of which were bombs. Okay, yes, now for like 3 passes now the past 2 weeks, he's thrown bombs. He's not an NFL quarterback. Watch the game. Sit down and watch the game. He's not an NFL quarterback, guys. I mean, he's working, he's progressing, he's getting a little bit better. If you watch the game, the Browns offense, outside of those 2 excellent plays, they weren't consistent. They weren't moving the ball well in the passing game. I didn't see anything that indicated to me that Johnny Manziel is any more than a poor man's Russell Wilson or a poor man's Tyrod Taylor. I mean, he's going to throw a nice deep ball every now and then, but he's not going to lead a consistent offense. I haven't seen that yet. I wait to see that. And also Mariota, again, you have to hold on to the ball. The ball security was poor, man. It was poor. You can't fumble that much. And it was an issue back in Oregon. It was one of the, to me, it was his biggest issue. All this pocket mess, that was never an issue for me. It was his ball security, and it was taking too many sacks. You saw both of those today. And also the sacks. The 7 sacks should have been 7. Mariota, on a lot of these, you have to get rid of the ball. And maybe when I look at the film review, I can see that the wide receivers one open, but you have to get rid of the ball and use your legs, dude. Dude, you want a 4.4 40. Why can't this guy, I mean, maybe Ken Wisdom doesn't want him to, but hey, go out of the pocket and run, dude. You can do it. If no one's open, fine. Run the football, keep the defense honest. That's something that he needs to consider. So real quick thoughts on all of the early games. Pittsburgh destroys the 49ers. Pittsburgh is still an AFC contender, so that's good to know. While Colin Kaepernick wasn't able to do enough early, but he ended up coming up at the bottom end. Again, I do think the 49ers are an 8-8 team and the Steelers are an 11-5 team. San Diego Chargers lose to Cincinnati. This was just as Cincinnati was at home. If San Diego was at home, San Diego would have won that game. Atlanta goes to the Giants and lose. Giants need to win. And this is week 3. I don't care. They need to win on Thursday. They cannot lose at home to the Washington Redskins. Poor time management yet again by the New York Giants. Falcons start off 2-0. They're going to, who are they going to next week? They're going to the Dallas Cowboys. I think they lose that one, but if they win, the Falcons are the best team in the NFC South. I mean, they're winning the NFC South. The Saints I was wrong on. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. What's going on with the New Orleans Saints, man? Drew Brees, come on, dude. You have to score more points. It's 19 points for the past 2 weeks. In the NFL 2015, you have to score more points than that. Falcons are a better team than you guys. It's a shame. I don't know how many games the Saints are going to win this year. It has to be at least 5 with Drew Brees, but man, 0-2, Jameis Winston, not as bad as everyone thought he was. I still think he's going to be better than my quarterback, Marcus Mariota. We have Arizona Cardinals beat the Chicago Bears. I thought the Bears would upset, and it was looking like that to me until Jay Cutler got injured. Yes, he did throw a pick 6, but he was 8 of 9. The only miscue was that pick 6. It was about 28-20 when he left the game. I still think the Bears could have upset, but whatever. The Cardinals went on the road, and they haven't lost with Carson Palmer. And while Larry Fitzgerald looks like he's back to old form, so I'm going to start giving more credit and props to the Arizona Cardinals in the upcoming weeks. Let's see if they can hold true to how well they've been playing. St. Louis Rams prove how bad they are. I mean, I tried to tell you they're bad. And they lose to what I thought was going to be the worst team in the league, and the Washington Redskins. Matt Jones, pick him up in fantasy. St. Louis, I think your team's bad. You know, I don't care. I don't care that you beat Seattle. I don't care. You beat Seattle last year, you beat Denver last year, and you went 6-10. And this game proves you're still a bad football team. We have the New England Patriots. They went to Buffalo. They won in Buffalo. Tom Brady threw for 466 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tyrod Taylor proved why I can't trust Tyrod Taylor. I don't know why I picked the Buffalo Bills. Damn me. I should have trusted the New England Patriots. They're the best team in the AFC. And if the Packers lose tonight, they're the best team in football. And this is a big worry in week 2. It's a big worry for the rest of the NFL because the Patriots are looking good. All right, we have the Houston Texans at the Carolina Panthers. Texans fans were so offended. I had them going 6-10. You're 0-2. I think it'll be 6-8, and I think that's generous over the next 14 games. Ryan Mallett, not good enough. And finally, we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. These are the Minnesota Vikings. I didn't think they would win because the Lions swept them last year. Lions are going down again. Are you kidding me? We thought this was a problem with Jim Schwartz. No, now Jim Caldwell is coming in. This is the same story. The Lions make the playoffs, and now they're underwhelming once again. I don't care that they lost in Ndamukong Suh. People tell me Matthew Stafford is a top 10 quarterback. No, he keeps losing these games. These are games he needs to win. These 0-2. Next week they host the Denver Broncos. That's a tough win. I think they'll get it right now. But if they don't, oh my gosh, another down year for the Detroit Lions. All right, guys, until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.